Right now at noon, multiple people are dead after a shooting at a rail yard in San Jose, California. We'll tell you what we know. And a Senate committee is hearing Republican-backed bills that would prohibit transgender athletes in Wisconsin from participating in girls' and women's sports teams.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. A developing story out of California. Several people are dead and injured following a shooting at a transportation center in San Jose. Police say around 6 o'clock this morning, 911 calls started coming in, reporting an active shooter at the Valley Transportation Authority Control Center and Rail Yard near downtown San Jose. Authorities are not saying how many people are injured or dead, but they do include Valley Transportation Authority employees.
Suspect is confirmed deceased. I will not go into details as what the cause of death is at this point, but the suspect is deceased at this point, so the public safety is safe at this point.
So far, police are not releasing whether there was a relationship between the shooter and the victims. The FBI is assisting in the investigation. We're expecting another update sometime this afternoon. We'll have that for you live on channel3000.com. Right now, the State Senate Committee on Human Services is taking up the Republican-backed bills that would prohibit transgender athletes in Wisconsin from participating in girls' and women's sports teams. Earlier today, legislative committees heard more than 30 groups who oppose the measures. Supporters say the measures are needed because transgender girls have a biological advantage over other girls, but a local doctor says that simply is not true.
Further, there is not sufficient evidence that children assigned male at birth who have begun gender transition to female without going through male puberty, which is best practice according to current guidelines, truly have advantages in athletics. The transgender youth that I care for want the same thing that all of our children want, to grow and thrive as their authentic selves.
Failure to pass this bill, in my view, can be properly labeled as misogyny. Womanhood cannot be achieved by puberty blockers, long hair, surgical intervention, lipstick, or the right athletic training. It is an immutable biological chromosomal reality, like race, that cannot be overcome and is deserving of the continued protection that AB 196 provides.
The Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association, which regulates high school sports, does not support the bill, and neither does the governor. He tweeted today that trans kids deserve our love and respect and support just like any other kid. I stand with them. Evers said that he would veto the measures should they pass the GOP-controlled legislature. A less humid start to the day. We could see cooler temperatures by the end of the week. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Kind of refreshing out there today.
Yes, it is. And I want to take a moment to show you these highs that we saw out there yesterday just because, well, I want you to remember them. They're going by the wayside as we go through the next couple of days and into the weekend. Low 80s took up shop yesterday. Now we're a lot cooler than we were 24 hours ago. And tomorrow is going to be even substantially cooler than where we are at this very moment. Sunshine, it's abundant. Our temperature right here at 72 degrees. But the reality is at this point, we're pretty much done when it comes to warming things up. Low 70s is about as good as it's going to get. Janesville is one of our big warmers, or big winners rather, at 77 degrees right now. But here's high resolution radar. It is completely clear throughout the Badger State. Really, the entire upper Midwest is dry right now. Look for us to stay dry, but our rain chances are going to be on the increase. We are timing out those showers into your Thursday. We're also talking about just how cool the weather is going to be before a little bounce back into next week. Mark, that's about 10 minutes away.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Chris. A not guilty plea has been entered for a West Allis man charged in connection with a 2019 Columbia County homicide. Court records show Jason Kajewski stood mute in court today and a not guilty plea was entered on his behalf. Kajewski is charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the death of Keith Wolf. Wolf's wife says that he was looking for a possible intruder after he heard a noise in the basement. He was then shot and killed. Kajewski was arrested earlier this year. He is expected to be back in court in July. Idaho prosecutors announced murder charges against Chad and Lori Daybell. The couple's accused of killing Lori's two children, Tylee and JJ, in 2018 and 2019. They then allegedly fled to Hawaii, where Lori is accused of lying about her kids' well-being and collecting their Social Security benefits. Prosecutors believe the killings took place in separate locations.
We believe the crimes occurred on or about October 26th of 2018 to January 15th of 2020 in the county of Fremont, state of Idaho, and elsewhere, including Madison County.
There's a third death the couple's charged with for Tammy Daybell. Chad was still married to her when he met Lori. Lori was also married, and her now deceased brother is thought to have killed her then husband, Chad Vallow. The indictment says all three used religious beliefs about people becoming zombies to justify the killings. Vaccination efforts in Wisconsin are continuing as over 41% or over 2.4 million residents have completed their vaccine series. Over 47% have at least one shot. And in Dane County, over 56% of residents are fully vaccinated. Today, half of all adults in America are fully vaccinated. More than 60% of adults in the U.S. have had at least one shot, and there's also been major progress in vaccinating kids. Studies show the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are safe and 100% effective in kids as young as 12, but some parents are still nervous about the shot. The World Health Organization says COVID-19 cases are down 14% worldwide. It says deaths are down 2%. According to the WHO, the European region is reporting the biggest decline. Despite the global drop, the organization notes that cases and deaths still remain high in some countries. Controversial Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is facing backlash once again from both Democrats and Republicans in her own party. The Georgia representative has compared mask mandates in the House chamber to the Nazis forcing millions of Jews to wear fabric stars before being taken to concentration camps. Natalie Brand has more details from Capitol Hill.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are condemning the comments from Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, who compared mask mandates and vaccines to the Holocaust.
This is one of the frequent outbursts that are absolutely outrageous and reprehensible.
These are sickening, reprehensible comments, and she should stop this vile language immediately.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy called it appalling, but did not mention any possible consequences. That's not good enough for some in her own party.
I think we should kick her out of the conference, prevent her from, coming to conference meetings, benefiting from conference materials.
The House voted earlier this year to strip Greene of her committee assignments after she endorsed political violence on social media.
Despite the backlash, the freshman lawmaker has become one of the top fundraisers in Congress, raising more money than the House GOP leader.
Really, if you're able to get outrage for yourself, that's a win. There's fundraising dollars, there's media attention for that.
Only 2 representatives have raised more campaign cash during the first quarter of this year.
The Republican Party has become so built around fighting a culture war that if you're seen as fighting, you're in good standing with voters. And that's really all that matters.
Greene is defending her comments on social media, calling herself pro-Israeli and refusing to apologize. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The attending physician for Congress recommended the mask mandate remain in place in the House because about 25% of the House members, including Congresswoman Greene, have not been vaccinated. An update following a fatal cable car incident that killed 14 people in Italy, as police have made 3 arrests. Investigators say the emergency brakes had been disabled and the 3 members of the operating company were aware. A prosecutor said it still wasn't clear why the lead cable broke, but the intentional deactivation of the brake prevented it from doing its job. The revelations turned the horror of Sunday's disaster into outrage, since the tragedy appeared to have been preventable. In more local news, the race for the U.S. Senate seat currently held by Ron Johnson is getting a little more crowded. Democratic State Senator Chris Larson of Milwaukee is joining the field of candidates. Johnson has not said yet whether he'll seek a 3rd term. Other Democrats in the race are Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson, Milwaukee Bucks Executive Alex Lastry, State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski, and Wausau radiologist Gillian Bettino. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Back to the ball field makes for a sporting goods sales surge, and K-pop inspired fast food makes its way to the drive-thru. I'm Elise Preston at the CBS Broadcast Center. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Memorial Day 72-hour appliance sale is this weekend at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 40% off in-stock appliance specials now. Plus no interest for 18 months. Don't miss one of the biggest appliance sales of the year at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
Love to hear that. Right now, your LeafGuard brand gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your LeafGuard purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Aw, they're making sure I still love my glasses. Of course I do. They made them so fast, I blinked and they were ready. I can't wait to see the look on everyone's faces when they taste my homemade cake.
Two pairs starting under $40, only at iMart Express.
The Memorial Day 72-hour sale is Saturday through Monday with a preview day Friday at Ashley Home Store. Don't miss doorbusters up to 60% off while they last. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our sale prices and pay as little as $17 a month for rooms you'll love. Ashley Home Store.
Return to team sports is big business for Dick's Sporting Goods. The company's first quarter report card showed revenue grew 119% from last year. Dick's also adjusted its earnings outlook for the year, with sales expected to hit as high as $10.8 billion in 2021. IKEA is recalling dinnerware over a possible burn hazard. The Heroisk and Taurika products can become brittle and break when heated, causing food or liquid to leak out. 4 injuries have been reported. The Consumer Product Safety Commission advises owners of the items to stop using them and return them to IKEA for a full refund. Nearly a third of credit card holders have had their credit limit reduced this year. Some have had their account closed altogether. That's according to a survey from LendingTree. Lack of card use was the main reason for the cuts or closures. Credit card debt dropped during the pandemic as consumers reduced spending and used stimulus payments to pay off balances. And McDonald's is dabbling in the world of K-pop. The fast food giant is teaming up with the boy band BTS to debut a new meal with a pop music twist. It includes 10-piece chicken McNuggets, fries, and a drink, plus the U.S. debut of Cajun and sweet chili dipping sauces, inspired by the chain's South Korean restaurants. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Elise Preston.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 70 points. The NASDAQ up 86. The S&P 500 up nearly 12. A less humid day in southern Wisconsin, and we'll see a cool down later this week. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your certified most accurate forecast ahead at noon.
Tonight on CBS, Tiffany Haddish hosts Kids Say the Darndest Things, followed by SEAL Team and SWAT. Then get a complete wrap-up of today's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes. In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings whatever the season.
He's here! He's here!
It's happening!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
Free installation on windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Want to know what the day's weather will be like where you live? Well, that's easy. Just ask me. Here's how. Record a short video on your phone. State your name, where you're from, and simply say,
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Then send it to me by email, and I'll give you a personal forecast right here on News 3 Now this morning. This is your chance to be on TV. So just send me a video and say,
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Plan your day with Chris, only on News 3 Now this morning. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
And let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this pleasant Wednesday.
Boy, is it ever nice outside. Yeah, and I was kind of thinking about that when I was getting ready for the noon show. There's plenty of folks that are probably planning outdoor activities either today or through the Memorial Weekend. Rebecca Osborne, who's an epidemiologist at the Department of Health Services, is just reminding people that the tick population is out in force across the state. And, of course, right now is when the ticks that carry Lyme disease are particularly active. And compared to a few years ago, now literally those ticks that carry Lyme disease are in every one of our Wisconsin counties. So no matter where you're going to be, you need to take precautions. Rebecca says the best thing to do is obviously some of those repellents that we can put on to make sure that we're hopefully protecting ourselves, our kids. But even if you're going to be in the middle of a field in a tractor, she's reminding farmers to take extra precautions. If you're probably wearing long sleeve shirts or trying to do something like that, that's one way. But she said still everybody needs to do a tick check when you come back in doors every day now because, like I said, those ticks are pretty busy. If you start to see maybe an area that a tick bit you or attached to you, if it gets a bullseye rash, you don't feel real good, a fever, something like that, call your physician and let them know that you think you were bit by a tick. She says Lyme disease signs can show up 3 days to 30 days after a bite, so be careful about that. Dairy, barrel cheese today up 2 3/4 cents in Chicago at 164 1/4. 40-pound block cheese up 4 3/4 cents at 156 3/4. Double A butter down 3 1/2 at 178 1/2. But kind of fun about the dairy industry, Mark, tonight at 7 p.m. on Facebook. Look for Wisconsin Cheese. They're going to have the Great Wisconsin Cheese Giveaway at 7 o'clock, celebrating 180 years of cheese making in Wisconsin. We were making cheese before we were officially a state. So tonight, Facebook Wisconsin Cheese if you want to watch along with the fun starting at 7.
That sounds like a good time. All right, Pam, thank you.
Yep.
See you later. Here's Chris now with that forecast, and it's getting cooler out there.
Getting cooler indeed. Beautiful, though. Look at all that blue sky that we have here over southern Wisconsin. Enjoy that today. It's going to be changing coming tomorrow, but Mark, earlier you said it felt like a breath of fresh air. You betcha it's comfortable outside. Dew points have continued to drop, and they will continue to do so behind the cold front that's rolled on through. In Janesville, your dew point is into the 40s. 49 our dew point right now in Madison. This is true dry air that's getting into the mix. Our temperatures are into the lower 70s. Some of us are still into the upper 60s tomorrow. This all begins to change as cloud cover starts to work its way on into the picture. So enjoy that beautiful afternoon out there right now. Doppler track is all dry for us here throughout the state. And here are those showers of thunderstorms from overnight. I took this back so you could really see how those rolled on out and the dry air filtered on in behind it. That being said, we only managed about a trace of rainfall yesterday. Without the measurable rainfall, our deficit continues to increase, but we're about to get a nice little dent into this deficit. With our dome of high pressure further towards the south and east, the cooler air moving in, our stormy setup that I've been talking about since about this time last week is finally going to park itself right on top of us. So this is tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning. Watch all the moisture start to work its way on into town, especially into the afternoon. I want to stress, though, this is going to be a very chilly rain. Watch what tries to show up throughout the Northwoods as we move into tomorrow night. Yes, you are seeing the potential for mixed precipitation the farther north you are. This is my 4th winter in Wisconsin, and I have to admit, this might be one of the first times seeing this late into May. But nonetheless, it's a real chilly system as that area of low pressure tracks by to our south. By Friday afternoon and evening, that's going to be out of here. So I want to get closer to home, and I really want to take you hour by hour as we plan this out. This is this afternoon. We have our sunshine that is in play. Now we're starting to move into the overnight hours. You're waking up tomorrow morning. It's 5:30. We've got the cloud cover in play, but now I'm stopping the clock here. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So this is rush hour. A lot of folks are getting ready to hit the road. For the most part, we're still dry. As you work your way further towards the Mississippi River, that's where those rain chances are really going to start working their way on in. Now this is 9 o'clock, so we've gone 1 hour. A lot of folks are getting to work at this point. Take the umbrella with you because this is when our first signs of showers are going to be moving into the picture. I push this forward into lunch. Yeah, plan the lunch inside. Maybe not eat outside tomorrow because that's truly when a lot of the steady rain is going to be working its way into the picture. And then your evening commute will also be pretty soggy as our rain showers go through. By the way, if you've kept an eye on temperatures, they're still in the 40s pretty much that entire time. We'll barely make it into the 50s when it comes to your highs tomorrow. But the good news is we're still about 5.5 inches below where we should be when it comes to rainfall this time of the year. We have a solid chance to pick up about an inch of rain, and this model is trying to pick up on more thunderstorms to give us another inch on top of that. I don't know if I'm sold on that secondary inch, but I do believe that we will at least see a very healthy dose of rainfall coming through tomorrow. Temperatures are staying cooler, but then we start to bounce right back as we move into your Memorial Day weekend. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday are all going to be low humidity. You see how temperatures gradually warm up. Will be in the low 70s into Monday. There is a slight chance of rain on Monday afternoon. Same for Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday, though, is going to be the best chance for any rain next week before 80s return by next Friday.
All right. Well, we've been warned. Hopefully we'll get that rain.
Have been.
All right, Chris, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
When fresh corn on the cob is at its peak, we have a recipe that'll turn it into liquid gold. It's easy, so stick around and I'll show you.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save big money at Menards with 11% off everything. Save on metal storage sheds from Aero Building Products. Store and protect your outdoor tools, equipment, and seasonal items with Aero Building Products. All 11% off. Boost your vehicle's performance with Quaker State Conventional Motor Oil. Improve fuel economy while protecting against engine wear. Right now, all Quaker State Motor Oil is 11% off. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. It's Steinhoffel Stein-Haffels Memorial Day sale. Take 35% off store-wide and save big on the styles you want. A queen mattress, just $349. Or this dual reclining sofa, $699. This queen bed, now $749. This 5-piece dining set, just $999. Or get the patio ready for summer with this 3-piece set, only $999. Plus, with Stein-Haffels special financing, you save even more. Only at Stein-Haffels and steinhaffels.com.
Big trucks can be intimidating. If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. You don't want to take on the insurance company alone. Gruber Law Offices has the experience, the resources, and of course, the results. We know truck law. We know the rules and regulations. We know what it takes to win. Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
It won't be too long before our markets are bursting with fresh corn on the cob. And that means we'll be finding it at some of the best prices of the year. So here's an idea. Pick up a few extra ears so you can try the chilled soup that we just came up with. It's perfect for serving all summer long. The first thing we want to do is remove the husk and silk from 4 large ears of corn. Then we cut off the kernels with a chef's knife or a corn stripper, like I have here. This goes into a blender along with a drained can of cannellini beans, a cut up yellow pepper, a bit of sweet onion, a little sugar, salt and pepper, a splash of lime juice, and to give this its creaminess, some milk. The top goes on and we blend this until it's silky smooth, which takes no time at all. After this chills for a bit, pour it into bowls and maybe top each serving with a dollop of sour cream and cilantro before grabbing a spoon. A few crackers on the side and you'll be ready to enjoy. To get the recipe for our summer's best chilled corn soup, simply visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a super refreshing way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Kelly loves her soup. I knew it.
Thank you, guys. It's not every day the moon enters the Earth's shadow and turns blood red, but that's exactly what happened today in certain parts of the world. Many people could see an eclipse and super blood moon this morning in Australia, New Zealand, and other places in the Pacific. A supermoon appears when the full moon is at its closest point to the Earth. Last night, it took place at the same time as a lunar eclipse, making the moon appear to turn a dark red color. This is the first total lunar eclipse in more than 2 years. Unlike a solar eclipse, there's no harm looking directly at an eclipsed moon. Boy, a lot of things had to take place there, Chris, all at once.
Yes, they did. It's really cool how the atmosphere tends to work, how the sky tends to work as a whole. That's just all some cool stuff. I will say, today's another beautiful day. Look for more blue skies out there. That's why we have the blue ties on today. But we are going to track more showers of thunderstorms Thursday and into Friday.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.